Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, Mom and Dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about.
For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them
To step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today
at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Number 13. Hi, everybody, and welcome back into the final day of the 56th Annual Plain of the Week Capital Basketball Tournament. I'm Todd Miller, along with Matt Adair, here with the call of the boys' third-place game. And, Matt, I think we can both go out on a really thin limb and be pretty accurate by saying the Longhorns are going to win this matchup. Chisholm coming in with a record of 6-6 and playing much better out of the direction of fourth-year head coach Cole Hippler against 3 number 16 Jones. Longhorns are 5-4.
I'm looking forward to this one. I think that Jones is a really solid team, very well coached. They always come prepared, it seems, day in, day out. Chisholm is exciting when they can get things going, especially if it's a day that Westfall is really showing up big on the basketball floor. The Longhorns can be a handful for anybody.
To me, it's going to come down to how this game's called. Jones is physical, they're athletic. If they let them bang, I think that favors the Jones Longhorns. If Chisholm in a more finesse game can get shots dropping from long range, it favors the home Longhorns.
Absolutely. And when Chisholm shoots well in this gym, this place turns into an absolute fandom for the Longhorns.
Here's a look at the starters for Chisholm. It's Noah Jackson, Tayden Hamilton, Cooper Westfall, Gage Smith, and Langley Aman. It's Gall along with Hembry, Hanson, Jones, and Ellefson for Jones. Chisholm with the home white, Jones of the road green. Ellefson is a handful for any team. He's a 6'7" senior. Jones already with one regular season tournament title. That was a win over Class A number 5 Wright City to beat the field in the ladder tournament. That was before Christmas. This will be their 7th game They played 6 games against ranked teams this year. Jones has won the opening tip-off. Into the front court, Riley Ellefson. On the wing, it's Asen Hansen. Back to Ellefson, layup good. They're going to wave it off and call an offensive foul.
Boy, I really thought Riley Ellefson was set up well right there. Got to give credit to Tatum Hamilton getting underneath and getting set in time to take that charge.
Jordy Harris doesn't care for it. He's got his hand stretched outward across the way on the Jones bench. He's in his second season, 22-14 at Jones. Bounce pass stolen away. Asen Hansen has the steal. Into the front court, Creighton Jones up ahead, right side, Gall. Colton returns it to Jones. Creighton into the paint, left circle for Walter Hembry. Jones girls will take the floor next as they try to win their third consecutive Week Capital Tournament Championship. Jones was the defending boys champion coming to this one today. Asen Hansen. Their reign will end later tonight. Woodward or Cushing will win it. Lob pass to Jones down low. He spins and draws the foul. You can see the athleticism of Jones much more than that of Chisholm, but this Longhorn team playing with a lot of confidence.
Absolutely. I think the big key for Jones right now is going to be that was an incredibly patient offensive set right there. If they're willing to take their time, work the ball inside like that all day long, it could really be a good day for the guys in green.
Creighton Jones misses the first free throw. The first foul against Tatum Hamilton is his first. Obviously, the second free throw is good, and Jones leads Chisholm 1-0 here in the boys' third-place game of the Week Capital Tournament Championship. The last 3 years, the Chisholm Longhorns have finished 7th in this event, so it's been a real turnaround. And that started last week on Friday with an upset of a statewide ranked Alba team, but there's a turnover as Cooper Westfall, who had a big part in that, goes up and comes back down. It'll be a travel.
Cooper Westfall is an exciting player, one of the more exciting or most exciting players in this tournament. When he gets hot, watch out.
Asen Hansen, who led Jones in scoring against Dale a week ago. Out front to Ellefson. He'll bounce it left side. Gall into the paint to Riley. Goes up, missed it. Ellefson gets his own miss, puts it back up and in. First basket for Jones, and they lead 3-0.
Riley Ellefson is a force to be reckoned with, too. Just really exposing that height difference right there on that set. And then we've got another offensive foul, an illegal screen against Chisholm.
That'll be a turnover for the Chisholm Longhorns, their second foul. And this is the first of the ball game against Cooper Westfall. Jones leading 3-0 here at the outset. Again, they came in as the defending champions from a year ago when both their boys and girls swept the event. Ellefson with the top of the circle. Good bounce pass to Gall, who cuts backdoor for the lay-in. And it's a 5-0 start for Jones. 2 minutes in.
Gall's one of those players that can hurt you with that quickness. If you guard him too high trying to keep the ball out of his hands, the back door is always open.
Cooper Westfall glides between the circles, reverses on the right wing side for Tatum Hamilton. He'll cross-court it, Noah Jackson. Jackson reverses right side for A-Man. Now it's Hamilton. Tatum tries to drive, and Creighton Jones says, I'll take that. Just ripped it out of his hands. 3 straight turnovers for the Longhorns.
That's what I was going to say. Now Longhorns, with those 3 turnovers, you would think that they've got to keep that number probably under 15 to really stay in this game.
Need to be specific to Chisholm Longhorns, cutting down the paint. And Walker Hembry rolls home a runner. It is 7-0 Jones with 5:15 to play here with the first period.
You got to wonder how much longer Coach Hibbler will let this run string out before he has to call that first time out.
You'd think he would have called it by now, honestly. Bounce pass, Amen, right side in front of the Jones bench, top of the circle. It's Gage Smith. Smith gets it back to Amen, left of the screen. Now they lob it in the corner for Noah Jackson. They'll reverse top of the circle, and the first 3 of the day from Gage Smith is home.
Gage Smith hit a big three-pointer yesterday, too, so a guy that typically contains himself to the block shows that he's got some range when he comes to the top
Yesterday
of the key.
Was a 12-point Longhorn loss to Cushing 63-51. They beat Alba 62-49. Bulldogs came into the tournament ranked 13th in Class 3A, but go home with 7th, going 1-2. Asen Hansen to the paint, loses the handle, now flips it behind his back. Gall couldn't run it down. It goes out of bounds at midcourt.
First Jones turnover of the contest.
Jones started the season 4-1. Since then, they are 1-3. They have lost to the likes of 3A number 3 Crooked Oak, 3A number 14 Chandler, and 2A number 1 Dale. That was 6 days ago. Hamilton pinched off at the elbow. That's Cooper Westfall. He'll bounce it out for A-Man, and a blocking foul against the Longhorns. And that's going to go against Gall. And I'll tell you this, they are calling this thing pretty tight.
Yeah, this is not state tournament style basketball at all. There's very little room to make any kind of physical play, especially that far away from the basket. Those have been called all morning, though.
Which, as I said, I think that favors Chisholm because Jones a little more of a physical team. Halfway home in the first period of the boys' third-place game, Longhorns versus the Longhorns. Jones leading Chisholm 7-3. Hamilton around the top of the circle. Pivots, and he'll cross-court it for A-Man. A-Man tries to probe his way out. Almost lost his footing. Now retreats out near midcourt. He'll reverse left side for Gage Smith. Smith pounds the dribble, gets to the rim. Layup good. He's got the first 5 for the Chisholm Longhorns. And they have matched a 7-0 start by Jones with 5 unanswered of their own.
That's the kind of runs that Chisholm is going to have to get on. Big stops and then solid possessions when they get the ball back in their hands.
Top of the circle, Riley Ellefson. He holds high. Now gives it up to Embry right side. Walker pulls up off the dribble to the foul line. Now it's Creighton Jones. Right side, Hanson. He dives through the double team. Layup good. Asen with his first basket that ends 5 straight by Chisholm and puts Jones back in front by 4.
Jones has got such an ability to score just like that off Asen Hanson. So quick getting to the bucket.
Taden Hamilton rolls home a 3 for the top of the circle, 9-8. Taden's parents both are Alva High School graduates with 2 boys playing here at Chisholm. Wing left, Walker Hembry with a basketball. Right-hand dribble, gets into the paint. Finger rolls it up off the glass, missed it. Nothing but Chisholm Longhorns around the hoop. Gage Smith has it. Amen up ahead, right wing side. Cooper Westfall in the quarter. Back to Langley, right front court with another 3 to play here in the first period. They whip it left for Gage Smith. He has all 5 for the Chisholm Horns. Left side Westfall. He'll put up a 3. It was well defended. That time by Hanson, and it came up short, barely grazed the rim. Jones on a run out. Chisholm gets back. However, Ellefson loses the handle of the block. Gets it to Creighton Jones. Steps through a double team and a foul on the floor against Chisholm.
Waiting to see who Tom Singh calls this on. It's going to be Cooper Westfall who picks up his second. And that's big right there. You've got to have Cooper Westfall on the floor if you're a Chisholm Longhorn.
He is the solid force behind this Chisholm ball club, averaging almost 17 a game. He was huge on Friday in the Longhorns upset of Alva. Time out of the floor, 2:38 to play, first period. Jones 9, Chisholm 8. Boys' third-place game for the 56th annual Wheat Capital here on Squirtle.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
For a bank that's so much different.
9-8, Jones leading Chisholm. If you're just joining, the Chisholm Longhorns trailed early 7-0. They've outscored Jones 8-2. Now Jones will throw in Asen Hanson in the green, white, black uniforms, and before they inbound, a little bit of pushing and shoving. And now Mark Martin's going to come in and say something to the 2 that are being involved, one of which is Riley Ellefson. Asen Hanson to trigger an inbounds to Ellefson and a foul. Gage Smith was the one that was pushing and shoving with Ellefson before the inbounds pass. And Gage picks up his first. That's the 4th against the Chisholm Ball Club.
I think that has the potential to be an absolute war between Ellefson and Gage Smith today. Just 2 big guys that like to go at it.
Gall drives baseline left, reverses out front. Caleb Campbell into the ball game, pump fakes. Hamilton stays down. Now wing left is Gall. Underneath to Ellefson. He took it and tore it away from 2 defenders, and it's stripped by A-Man all the way up. Good defense by Langley A-Man. Chisholm hasn't a chance at their first lead. Smith drives left to a foul. It's on the floor against Ellefson. That's his second. That really helps to offset the 2 from Cooper Westfall. Both of the Jones fouls have gone against their big man 6'7" senior Riley Ellefson. Langley A-Man to inbound, bounces it across the paint. Somolinski goes up, he missed it, and a loose ball foul called against Mattis. That's his first personal and the team's 5th. And we will shoot a 1-and-1 at the other end of the floor. New rules in high school basketball, a double bonus after each 5 fouls in each period. They reset at the end of each period.
On a 1:10 long scoring drought right now as last bucket went down at the 3:20 mark.
2 years ago, Jones boys won the consolation title here at the Wheat Capital. Last year, beat Kingfisher, Alva, and Drummond to win the event. Campbell's first free throw is up and good, so that puts Jones back in front by a couple. Their last 8 games here with the Week Capital, the Jones Longhorns are 6-2. Campbell's second free throw is good, so he has his first 2. Into the ball game comes Walker Hembry, and it'll be Ellison with those 2 fouls going to the bench. So this floor has been good for a Longhorn, but not the home standing Longhorns the last 3 years. It's been Jones instead of Chisholm that made their feel at home here at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse. Wing left with the basketball is Sumlinski. He'll bounce at top of the circle for A-Man. Good defense that time by Cohen Gall. They swing it right side. Noah Jackson with the basketball. He loops a pass down low. Smith turns to his right, and the shot spins out no good. They're calling an offensive foul on Gage Smith, and that is his 3rd personal foul. They're showing 2 on the board. That's right. It's Westfall that has 2, so now Gage Smith has 2 as well. Hanson right side, attacks left into the paint, finger roll good. Asen Hanson with his second basket. Just like that, Jones has scored 4 in a row to lead by 5.
Asen Hanson did so well right there, too. Gage Smith in perfect position to take a charge, and Asen just able to contort his body midair, slide right by him.
Jackson throws up a runner. He front rims it, but gets fouled, so Noah Jackson's going to the free throw line. Jones foul against Creighton Jones, his first. We have both teams with Longhorns. We have a Jones playing for Jones. Tough on broadcasters. First free throw back rims from Noah. Chisholm averaging 54 a game, giving up 53. The 63 scored last night, or Saturday night by Cushing, was the most allowed in nearly a full month by this Chisholm club. He had to go back to December the 14th when they gave up 62 against Luther. Jackson hits the second, deficit down to 4, 13-9. Ends a 4-0 Jones run. Hanson with it right side. Creighton Jones, left side Walker Hembry. Hands it off to Cohen Gall. Works out front, now gets into the hands of Creighton Jones to Campbell. Caleb down the paint, and he traveled. I don't know about that.
Thought that was a pretty good move. I think Tom Singh maybe didn't get a good look at that.
1:04 to play here in the first period, along with Matt Adair and the crew. I'm Todd Miller. 13-9, boys' third-place game, Battle of Longhorns. Jones leads Chisholm. Taden Hamilton with it out front, driving right, A-man, and as he gets into the paint, he's ridden and fouled. Well, they are calling this thing tight. It is already 10 fouls between the 2 teams here in this first period. Colton Gall now has his second. Chisholm will shoot a 1-1. The foul was called on the floor. Always a pleasure to be here at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse, the second week in January for a time-honored tradition. 56 years this has been played since 1970.
Not very often we get to do the Week Capital Championship Monday. It does happen from time to time with the weather out this way, but this one especially exciting, I guess.
Hey, man, rattles the first free throw home. Hey, I said this in the earlier game. Kudos to the schools. Kudos to the administration keeping these things as best they can on track. It is difficult to run a tournament, especially when you're dealing with 6, 7, 8 inches of snow. 13-11. Both free throws were good. Driving right, though, Gall, and he lays it in. There was no weak side rotation.
No, and again, Jones is just so effective at getting to the bucket. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
15-11, Jones. Half a minute to play here in the first period. Out front with it is Amon. Off the dribble, hoists one up. It's an air ball. Underneath with a stick back is Jeffries. Joe's shot no good. Rebound to Hanson. He'll leave it to Jones. Back to Asen. He'll walk it across midcourt. Jones can play for the final shot of the period. 14 seconds to go. 15-11 Jones. Left side Campbell around a screen from Creighton Jones. Top of the circle to Embry. He'll bounce it right side Gall. Colton looks up. 5 seconds to play. Opening period. Hanson lobs it down low. Creighton Jones got free of the block. Layup good. That'll do it in the first period of play. Jones finding some success in that paint against a smaller and lesser athletic team from Chisholm.
Well, you got to take your hat off to their composure right there. Clock ticking down in the first quarter. They used every inch of it and still came up with a good-looking layup.
Second period coming up next in the 56th Annual Week Capital Tournament here on Squirtle.
For a bank that's big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you, turn to Alva State Bank. Whether you're opening your first checking account, going to college, starting a small business, planning a wedding, or having a baby, Alva State Bank is here for all of life's milestones. loans. To learn more, visit any Alva State Bank branch or go online to alvastatebank.com. Alva State Bank. They plant roots where others have branches. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Here's a look at Paul J. with your field house at Chisholm High School, North Enid. Todd Miller, Matt Adair with you. It is Championship Monday, as Matt alluded to. You don't get it often, but sometimes you do this time of the year. Jones by 6, Chisholm with a basketball. Matt, you made a good point. Both teams 3 of 4 for the foul line. It felt like that there should have been more with 10 fouls called between the two sides.
I think that tells you the referees are really looking out away from the basket on a lot of those hand check fouls.
Amon off balance, tried to wedge in between the defender and the goal, airballed the jumper. Cohen Gall with a rebound. 7.5 to play first half. Westphal Ellefson back out there with those 2 fouls, and he caught it down low but was fouled. No basket. That's going to go, I believe, against Somlinski. Now, that should be his second personal foul, what it is. Ellefson's first free throw is up, and it's good. Jones now 4 of 5 for the line. Lead is 7. It is now remains there after the second free throw was missed. That equals the biggest advantage for the Jones Longhorns here in 8.5 minutes of play of this boys' third place game. Somlinski with it right side, dribbles up front. Amon with the basketball. Jones in a man-to-man defense. Amon dribbles between the legs out front. Now gives it up to Taden Hamilton. Underclassman of the starting lineup. Wing left, Joa Jeffries. He'll cross-court it for Taden Hamilton. Now to Amon. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Somlinski with it right side. Underhands it to Jeffries. Jeffries hands it off wing right for Noah Jackson. Boy, Jones making it very, very difficult, Matt, on Chisholm. And as I say that, Somlinski gets around the defender for the layup.
Well, Somlinski found a crack and was able to penetrate that time. But Jones is so long and so athletic, it's tough to find holes to get down in on them.
6:36 to play in the first half. Jones lead down to 5. It's been twice 7, putting 7 up in the outset. Hanson, a stutter step dribble, gets deep. Missed it. Ellison, though, is there for the tip. Riley cleaned it up. Now has 5 points. It's 20-13 with 6:18 to play here in the first half. Back the other way. Amon to the goal and a foul. It should go against Gall, and if so, that's his third personal foul. He will not be at this pace, Matt, the only player to be in foul trouble. They're saying it's not 13, but
put it on
15
but
and he is not out there on the floor.
Yeah, there's no 15 in the game, so I think the book has to go back to Mark Martin, and there we go. Now he's got a 13.
Gall has 3 personal fouls. Team fouls even at 1 here in the second period. Jones leading Chisholm, the boys' third-place game, by 7.
They didn't put that foul on the board once corrected, so I guess we'll go with our unofficial stats as story of the game.
Westphal was out there with 2 fouls. Now Jones has gone out of the band to a sagging 2-3 zone. Amon with it, right side, goes left side for Noah Jackson. They'll return it cross court for Gage Smith. Smith is out there with 2 fouls along with Cooper Westphal, so they have to be careful. Under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Good bounce pass, Smith at the high post. Gets into the paint, Ellison cuts him off. Now they leave it for Westphal. He drives right into the paint, bounces down low for Smith. They pull it back out front again. Westphal driving left on the baseline for Somlinski. Boy, nothing open for Chisholm here in this first half.
Well, it's Riley Ellefson down there just taking great angles, and he is like a movable wall. Just posts himself up, and immediately Chisholm turns away.
He bit on the Somlinski pump fake, but Manis missed the bump. Lead remains 7. Jones trying to get control of this ball game with 5:20 to play in the first half. Embry around the defender, layup good. Cooper Westphal, right now he's a liability because he can't pick up that third foul.
Yeah, defensively, I think they're going to continue to try and drive at Cooper Westphal. If you can keep him in foul trouble, that's just more time on the bench.
22-13, Westphal for 3, misses it for the left circle. Creighton Jones has the rebound for the Jones Longhorns. They have a chance to build the lead to double digits. Creighton Jones out high. Left side, Colton Gall. Back to Jones. He was open after he made the spin left move, but then lost the handle out of bounds.
Got a finger on it, couldn't find the full-on handle, and Hibbler already working on the referees. You can tell that there's a call down there. I think he wanted an illegal screen or a moving screen, and not gonna win his case this time.
22-13 our score. 4:45 to play here in the first half. Between the rings with it is Noah Jackson. She'll swing it left side. Amen. Back to Jackson. Right side, Gage Smith. Whips it left. Back between the rings. It's Noah Jackson. They try to find a seam of the zone. Westfall spins left, lays it up, and hung on the front of the rim and had massive backspin as it goes down.
First Chisholm basket since the 6:25 mark as they'd gone nearly 2 minutes without scoring.
Westfall with his first basket averages over 16 a game. 22-15 our score. Left side, Ellison to the front court. Hands it off for Asen Hansen. He explodes down the paint. Kicks it right quarter for Embry. Back to Campbell. Campbell with the basketball. Holds high, pivots. Hansen with it on the right wing. Asen, their leading scorer, has just 2 baskets here in the first half. Halfway home in the boys' third-place game, second period. Chisholm trailing by 7. Good pass. Creighton Jones, though, missed the layup. He gets it back and lays it in. Jones would not give up on his initial miss. He has 5, and the lead is back to 9, 24-15. Gage Smith, wing right. Spins to the block, scoops it up around Ellison. He missed it. Riley with a rebound. And now we get a foul as bodies are on the floor. And I think they're going to call that on Chisholm.
Actually, it looks like something fell out of the crowd onto the floor.
Okay.
I think somebody maybe spilled a drink right down there, and so that's a stoppage of play. An official's timeout, if you will.
It was a pretty quick whistle with the backcourt called by Tom Singh. Whatever it is taken care of, and now Jones will inbound. 24-15, Jones leading Chisholm. Boys' third-place game for Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse. Glad to have you along on this Monday evening on Scordo. And a turnover as they were looking for Campbell, cutting back door, and he throws it out of bounds.
You know, it was a good look, just wasn't executed all that well. Just the second turnover, though, for Jones here in quarter number 2.
Westfall veers left. After all these years, Chisholm still has good support for their student section. They love pounding on that mat down there at the south end. Left side, Cooper Westfall. Tries to drive. Hansen forces him to give it up. Amen. Comes to a jump stop. Finger rolls it up. Missed it. Shot it over Jones. Ellison has the rebound for Jones. 2:45 to play here in the first half. 24-15. Campbell open for 3. Rattles it off. Westfall the rebound. Cooper spins back or speeds back the other way. Tries to get deep off balance. Throws it up in traffic. That was not a good shot. Ellison with a rebound.
Cooper Westfall really wanted to try and draw a foul there, but credit to Jones, especially Creighton Jones. Stood still, didn't initiate contact, leaned away, didn't give the referees anything to look at.
Down low, they get it to Creighton Jones, and a good block that time by Noah Jackson from behind. Rebound to Somlinski. You don't pay much attention to you. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm looking a lot at you now with those chocolate chip cookies over there.
The older I get, the more I look like Santa Claus. People just bring them to me.
Westfall to A-Man. They work it around the perimeter. Cooper Westfall with it to the corner against Asen Hansen, who has yet to pick up a foul. He's played well here in the first half. Under 2 minutes to play. Boys' third-place game, 24-15. Westfall, a bounce pass in traffic. Amen kicks it out right side. Gage Smith 3, no good. Rebound underneath to Creighton Jones.
Very few things about the game that Gage Smith plays that I do not like. Aggressive underneath. He's a little undersized as a big man, but just as physical as anybody. Not afraid to shoot from the outside. Very complete player.
Good pass down low from Hembry to Ellison, but he can't convert at the rim. Chisholm the rebound, and back the other way Smith, and he draws the foul on Creighton Jones, who becomes the third Jones player to have multiple fouls. Gall has 3. Jones has 2. Ellison has 2. Gage Smith, who has a pair in his own right, will go to the free throw line.
Free throws number 5 and 6 for the Chisholm Longhorns.
First one is good. Earlier this season, Cole Hibbler, in his 4th season here at North Enid, decided the play of Gage Smith. He said he's really stepped up on the offensive end, and his numbers bear that to be true, averaging almost 13 a game to go along with 6.5 rebounds. Second free throw, rattles in and out. Lead down to 8. It's been as many as 11. Michael Berry is into the ball game for the first time for Jones. Campbell handles it right wing side. Berry Bounces it to Hembry. Slot left. And they're looking for Barry. Back out high it goes for Hanson. Right of a screen from Embry. Asen had it poked away from behind by Amen, and it's off of Jones out of bounds.
Now, that's impressive as a call. I got to wonder about that because there's no doubt that ball hopped away from Asen Hanson, and somehow he managed to also touch it.
1 minute to play in the first half. I was thinking the same thing. 24-16. Hamilton left side, veers to his right. Smith holds top of the circle. Approaching 45 seconds to play in the first half. Between the rings is Gage Smith. Tacks left, finger rolls it up. Overhead, missed the flip. Ellison with a rebound. Jones now, if they want, can play for the final shot. 36 seconds to go here in the first half. Right corner, Asen Hanson skips it left circle. Embry for three, and he got it. It's one of those, no. Oh, great shot.
Right, absolutely. Now a 10-5 run for Jones here in quarter number 2.
They've equaled their biggest lead of the first half of 11. Sumlinski up to the wing. Now to Amen. Hamilton reverses off on the baseline. Noah Jackson holds for Chisholm against Asen Hanson. Campbell almost jumped the route. Amen tries to drive. Now it's cut off right wing. Gets it to Taden Hamilton. Down to 5 seconds to play in the first half. Gage Smith thought about a 3 drives against Ellison and a travel. And you know what? They could have got him for pushing off, too, and that would have been costly. It would have been his third.
In fact, I thought maybe that was what the whistle was initially going to be.
Jones will inbound. That'll do it on the first 2 periods of play. 27-16 our score. We'll be back shortly here on Squirtle.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
No matter what comes our way, we'll always put you first. You're more than a patient. You're someone we care about. And we're working hard every day to keep you safe and continue to give you the best care so you can feel comfortable here. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're ready to see you and serve you right here at home.
Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless Outdoor Camera, available at Pioneer. Arlo offers top-notch protection with crystal clear video quality, rain or shine. Monitor your home from anywhere with remote smartphone access, whether you're at home or on the go. Arlo keeps you connected to what matters most. Trust Arlo and Pioneer to keep your home safe and secure. Visit gopioneer.com to get your Arlo wireless cameras today.
Brahms is bringing the heat. Introducing Brahms' new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Brahms' crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Brahms sauce for that extra burst of heat, and you have spicy chicken sandwich perfection, because nothing is better than Brahms.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect through their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today.
Welcome back here to Paul J. Youth, your Field House, a weather-delayed final day of the 56th Annual Week Capital Basketball Tournament. You see 3 and number 19 Jones on top of Chisholm, 27-16. Adam Dieselhorst, the boss, is here. And, Adam, I know that you reminisce when you come to this event. I think I first came in the mid-'80s, but it's amazing how in days we're continuing to get 8 strong quality teams happens, this field continues to be one of the strongest.
Yeah, my memory goes back to the late 80s, being a small elementary school kid at Fairview. And back then you had the likes of Lomega and Sealing and, Watonga and a handful of different schools. And like you said, every kind of about 5 or 6 years, they kind of cycle in some new teams. Obviously, the ending of the 89er conference really kind of changed how this tournament was laid out, because you used to have those traditional 89er conference teams in here, and some of those left and went to the Three Rivers. That's why you saw Watonga leave. That's why you saw Fairview leave. But Chisholm has done a good job of getting and attracting good teams to this tournament, and every year it seems like they fill in with a few small school teams, a couple of schools that may be a little bit bigger, but for the most part, it's your 3A, 2A-ish style teams.
And all the great players that have played here. I mean, it's a who's who. Rodney Clark played here with Verdigris back in the day. I mean, and that's just a scratch of the surface of all the good boys and girls that have been here.
Yeah, you've had a countless number of all-state players. I mean, there's a countless number of all-state players playing in this event probably too, honestly. But yeah, I mean, local stars, some of probably who would consider the best players at each one of their respective schools have played in this tournament. And you want to talk about incredible atmospheres. I mean, seems like we always get weather delays. It was like I was talking to my father-in-law, Coach Turney, and he was like, well, it wouldn't be a Week Capital tournament if there wasn't an ice storm or a snowstorm. And so it was almost fitting that we had a weather delay. Obviously, that's not convenient for everybody, but they do a great job at this tournament, and we're all honestly blessed to be able to cover the winter side of it.
The uniqueness of it, as you said, it's almost got a mini Tournament of Champions feel, because you have some larger schools, not 6A obviously, but 4A, 3A, on down to Class A. And last year we saw Class B Drummond represent themselves very well here, went to the boys' title game, lost to this Jones club, but Pond Creek Hunter was a nice addition to the field this year.
Yeah, and Pond Creek Hunter, both their squads are good squads, always solid. The boys' teams had a lot of success in recent years. Unfortunately, Pond Creek Hunter did lose their post player to a knee injury, and so I think that's hurting them a little bit. Obviously, in a tournament like this, you need that extra depth. But, yeah, the Week Capital's done a great job. They had Garber here a few years ago as well. Both the Garber boys and girls teams showed well, and you mentioned Drummond last year showed really well too. They do a great job.
Looking forward to your call with Michael Swisher. Girls Championship game coming up. Jones going for a three-peat. That's Adam Dieselhorst at halftime, 27-16. Jones on top of Chisholm, the boys' third-place game. Second half coming up in 2 minutes here on Squirtle.
Looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and comprehensive care close to home. Learn more about our services at stmarysregional.com.
Second half underway. Boys' third place game here on Squirtle from the week capital, the 56th plane of this terrific event. Ellison with it between the circles. Jones attacks right to left as we watch here in the final 2 periods of play. Creighton Jones holds for the Longhorns out front. Now it's Hanson. Turns right, throws a runner up and banks at home. Asen Hanson with his third basket, and Chisholm now trails by their biggest deficit of 13, 29-16.
12-5 run for Jones to continue from quarter number 2 as they just continue to add up into the lead column.
Amon penetrates to the foul line. Good defense that time by Gall, who has to be careful. Starts the second half with 3 personal fouls. 7:10 to go here in the third period. Left wing, Hamilton, he fumbles it, gets it to Smith. Smith drives left, had it stripped on the way up, and that's a steal. And that's going to be Gall with the steal. Up ahead, right side, it goes for Hanson to the goal. Pitches left quarter. Embry runs into the paint. Off balance, missed it. Ellison, though, was there for the stick back. Riley Ellison now has 7, and 2 of his 3 field goals have been just like that on putbacks. 6:45 to play here in the third. This thing getting away from Chisholm. A quick 3 put up, missed. Hamilton, though, there for the follow-away stick back. Hayden with his second basket. He had a tray in the first half. 31-18 Jones.
Good to see Hamilton get involved, too, and that's a good play for an underclassman to make right there. Nice little pickup and put back.
Creighton Jones fumbles a bounce pass, so Jones turns it over for the first time here in the second half. Gage Smith, the Hamilton left quarter, Traden's 3 back rims. Nothing but Jones Longhorns down for the rebound. It's Asen Hanson, matchup of Jones and Chisholm. 6:15 to go in the boys' third period game. 31-18. Girls' third place game won decisively by the Alva Ladybugs, blowing away Perry. Houghton Gall. Ellison head of the circle. Hands it to Hanson. Turns the quarter right. Pitches left quarter. Embry on the wing. Gall. And he sticks a 3. Cohen Gall knocks down his first 3. Jones today has only made 3 3-point baskets. In fact, both teams have made a combined 5. Almost 5.5 minutes remaining here in the third. Smith, left quarter, penetrates into the paint. Got by with a push-off as he stuck the ball into the chest of Creighton Jones, and then the ball knocked away, so Chisholm turns it over.
Referees let that one go both ways. I thought you could have had an offensive call maybe against Chisholm and a defensive call against Jones.
Hanson crosses over, pulls up foul line, and knocks down the jumper, and Cole Hibbler wants a timeout with 5:27 to play in the third. Jones doubling up Chisholm. It's 36-18 in the boys' third place game for the week capital on Squirtle.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Todd Miller, Matt Adair with you back here at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse, the 56th annual playing of the Week Capital Tournament. Jones 36, Chisholm 18. It's always good to see longtime friends, and that's been one of the traditions of this tournament for many, many years. Kingfisher's boys and what is now Chisholm High School. It was Carrier back then, the winners of the inaugural event back in 1970. Amon into the front court. Noah Jackson through the top of the key. Taden Hamilton left wing.
Chisholm needs a basket here. Todd Jones on a 9-2 run to start the third.
Hanson has done just a terrific job on Westfall, who throws it away, or did he? Well, it looked like it was off of Chisholm. They say Jones touched it, so possession stays with the homestanding Longhorns. Cooper Westfall has just 1 field goal today to Amon. Amon looks right, fires a 3, bang, he got it. 3 different Chisholm players with a made triple, and it's 36-21. 4:45 to play here in the third.
That was an answer that Chisholm needed. Now they've got to focus on getting stops. They are quickly
Screen
running out
and
of
roll,
possessions.
and look at that. Gall, a great bounce pass for Jones for the way in that he's fouled. And we get a block, so it'll be an and one for Creighton Jones, the 6'4 senior for Jones. Hayden Hamilton has picked up his second. That's the first whistle against either side out of the halftime locker room. Lead could go back to 16 with a free throw here, and it's good. Creighton Jones, before that, had 5 points. He's now up to 8. Averages low double figures for the Jones Longhorns. Hamilton with it left side. Gage Smith. Noah Jackson cuts back. Now dribbles up on the wing. Out high, it's Westfall. Dribbles into a triple team. Gage Smith with it, top of the circle. Back out front, Hayden Hamilton. They swing it right side, Noah Jackson. Chisholm has really turned things around. Off balance, Westfall's jumper in the paint, too strong. Rebound, Gall. Counterattacks up the right sideline. Now bounces at top of the circle. Creighton Jones reverses left side for Ace Hansen. Back to Creighton to Hansen. Now to Jones on another screen and roll. Layup is good, and it'll get an and one. I don't want to be critical, Matt, but when the ball has gone down low, there's been a lot of standing and not a lot of challenging from Chisholm today.
I think they're just a beat behind on their rotations, trying to close that backside up. And that time Hamilton got caught with it. This will be back-to-back opportunities for an and one for the Chisholm Longhorns.
Second personal foul against Hayden Hamilton. And that will send Creighton Jones back to the free throw line. He could have his 6th point in the period with a couple of old-fashioned three-point plays, and he does as he hits the free throw. Jones has been good at the line today. They've been there 8 times. They're 6 of 8. Halfway through the third period of the boys' third-place game, it's a 21-point Jones lead, their biggest of the night. Somlinski with it, top of the circle, attacks left, cut off for the baseline. Good defense by Creighton Jones. Now Joa Jeffries to Smith, drives in, loses the handle, picked up by Noah Jackson. Right side to Manis Somlinski. Amen. Pounds the dribble, slides right through the top of the circle. Everything has been a challenge today for this Chisholm offense against Jones defense. It's a man-to-man look at a foul called against Caleb Jackson.
Kind of calls that have been prevalent here in this tournament, but again, not a heavy contact foul, just kind of more of that hand play type of stuff. And it was a long way from the basket. It was pretty light as far as contact goes.
Caleb Campbell, not Caleb Jackson, his first, team second. Under 3.5 to play in the third. 42-21 our score.
15-5 run for Jones right now.
You talk all you want, big guy. Amen. Off the dribble, switch, pulls up and knocks down the foul line jumper. 42-23 with 3:15 to play in the third.
Just going to say, Chisholm really needs a basket. Seems like every time I talk about the run, Chisholm gets back on little one of their own, so
Hansen to Ellefson. The ball was offline. It's tipped away, but as it would go today, Jackson Scarberry has it in the right corner. Everything has gone Jones' way, not much Chisholm's way. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Scarberry, left-handed dribble to the paint, pulls it back out front. Now it's Creighton Jones. Caleb Campbell gets deep, double clutches, lays it up, missed it, but Creighton Jones is there for the tip. Creighton Jones with 13, and he has 8 of those here with the period. 44-23 Jones, 2.5 to play in the third. Looks like the Jones Longhorns are going to have some hardware at the end of the day. Somlinski dribbles up for the quarter, the wing, accelerates into the paint, jump passes, ball deflected, picked up by Jackson, turns right and throws a one-hander in from 6 feet.
Wasn't a pretty possession, but Chisholm needed points right there, and they got a couple. This is, I think, where you're going to see the Jones Longhorns, Todd, really do what great teams do. Control the clock, maybe slow the pace a bit.
Scarberry drives baseline left. Good defense by Gage Smith. Forces him into a bad pass. Aman has it. It's 2-on-1. The defender goes flying by. That's Hansen, and Langley lays it in. Chisholm a little bit of spurt there as they've scored 4 straight. It's down to 17. And the Longhorns of Chisholm are going to use a full court press and a timeout on the floor. 1:54 to play in the boys' third-place game, third period. There you see the score. It's all Jones here on Squirtle.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Why be a
Jones turns it over. Ellison fumbles it out of bounds, so Chisholm will inbound underneath their own basket with 1:52 to play in the third. Right quarter 3, amen, no good. Ellison with the rebound. Primarily, it's been one and done for Chisholm on the offensive glass today.
Yeah, they haven't been able to clean up much, and a lot of that goes to the credit of Riley Ellison. He is just a beast on the boards.
Ace and Hanson off balance, try to scoop shot, missed it, and then Campbell with a foul. That's his second, team third. So Chisholm inching closer to the double bonus with 1:34 to play in the third period. Michael Swisher, Adam Dieselhorst coming up. Girls Championship game next. Matt and I back at the call for the boys title game. Woodward and Cushing. Out high, Gage Smith turns right, goes through a double team. There was contact with Ellison, no whistle. Campbell up ahead, left wing side. Walker Embry with the basketball. Jones will slow it down now with 73 seconds to play here in the third. Embry to Hanson, right side to Campbell. Jackson being very physical with him. Caleb gets a screen, drives right, layup good. Caleb Campbell, and he got a nice rub on the right side from Embry.
Yeah, and just more of Jones being Jones. I mean, the guys in green are just so good about taking any kind of a gap and turning it into a layup.
Amen, down the paint, right quarter kick out. Jones 3, got it. Chisholm with their fourth made 3. They're within 16, kind of hanging around. They've been down by 20 plus in this third period. Bounce pass to Scarberry, a half minute to play here in the third. Scarberry bounces for Campbell, and it's tipped away. Smith the steal to Jackson. Noah the lay-in. Chisholm showing some life. They've cut it down to 14 with 16 seconds to play in the third. Hanson into the front court. Asen all the way to the goal. Whips it left. Campbell pump fakes, tries to drive. Noah Jackson cuts him off. 10 seconds to play in the third. Down the paint goes Embry, and he's fouled.
There's a chance that they're going to catch Gage Smith here. Nope, they're going to go with Hamilton for the foul, but both of them were in the area. I was going to say that'll be a big one if it's on Smith.
Well, it's a big one on Hamilton because that's his third personal foul. It was on the shot. Jones will pull everybody off the paint with the exception of Walker Embry, who's at the line for the first time. Embry's first free throw up and good. Jones was held to 41 points at Dale. They have averaged 54.5 in the last 6 days or 2-week Capital Tournament games. They averaged just over 53 points per game for the year. Second free throw by Embry is good. They have 48, so they're going to surpass that. Late third period, 5 seconds to go. Amen, off balance. Following jumper, right angle, no. Rebound, Ellison. Now a runner from midcourt by Hanson is well short. And Jones will need 8 more minutes to claim the third place trophy here in Enid. 48-23, or 48-32. Jones over Chisholm. Fourth period is next on Squirtle.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Farming. Fourth period underway from Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse in the boys' third place game, 48-32 Jones. Chisholm with it. The Jones Longhorns look like, Matt, they've gone to a 1-3-1 zone.
Just throw something new at them here in the close. Make Chisholm take a couple of seconds at least to adjust. And then we'll see if they can penetrate.
Langley, amen. Cross courts at right side. Somlinski. Now Noah Jackson of the wing. Back to Aman. Pulled it away that time from Creighton Jones. You'd think the way Chisholm is working the perimeter and slowing this down, they have a 16-point lead.
That's what I was going to say. The zone right now accomplishing exactly what the Jones Longhorns would want it to, and that's to just burn time.
Aman's three-pointer left wing short. Ellison the rebound. Hanson up ahead for Creighton Jones. The lob pass hits the backboard and caroms away. Back the other way comes Chisholm. Pump fake, baseline right. Somlinski for the lay-in. And Chisholm has cut it back to 14, Matt. This team is determined.
I was going to say, if this game was over, don't tell the Chisholm Longhorns they're here to play 4 quarters.
Colton Gall to Creighton Jones, left wing side. Back to Gall out front. He angles to the far side. Ace Hanson against the Chisholm zone. Drives deep, scoots up, and he draws the foul. That's probably on Somlinski, and that would be his third personal foul. It's the first against either side here with 1:15 gone here with the fourth period. So it seems like every time Jones needs a basket, they get points. And here's another example as Hanson will go to the free throw line. First one is up, and it's good. Asen has 9 points. He was the Longhorns' only double-figure scorer 6 days ago when they lost at Dale. Second one is no good. Rebound off the front rim to Chisholm. It was an easy rebound for Chisholm. Jones had everybody back. Quick three, Noah Jackson, and he stuck it at the top of the circle. And a timeout called by Jordy Harris. You know what? The Chisholm Longhorns to get hot, and Harris trying to stop this surge. The lead down to 12. Timeout, 6:36 to play from Chisholm here on Squirtle.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
The High Plains.
Todd Miller, Matt Adair. Glad to be with you from Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse. Fifth day. Third day of competition of the 36th annual Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament. Jones' lead is down to 12, and Chisholm has all the momentum right now, Matt, as they're going to pick the opposition up in the backcourt.
5-1 run for Chisholm to start this fourth quarter. They're going to have to stay on it even out of this timeout.
Alva's boys claimed 7th place earlier today. Cushing's girls were the 7th place winner. Lady Tigers win their first game of the year, taking down Pond Creek Hunter. Woodward's boys were the consolation championship winner over Pond Creek Hunter's boys earlier. Ace and Hanson into the paint. Chisholm in a matchup zone. Right corner, Embry with a basketball. Ellison, Creighton Jones slot left. Under 6 minutes to play. They lob it for Ellison and a foul. Oh, boy. That's going to get the Chisholm crowd irate. They called a hold on A-Man, and that's going to be his first.
Gage Smith, the one that caught that foul, and that is tough.
You're right. It is on Smith. That's his third. Chisholm would have rather it been on A-Man. That would have been his first. That was headed to be a turnover, too. Ellison handles the inbounds pass. They get it down low to Jones, and Creighton lays it in. Well, their sets have been really good.
That was a bonus possession right there for the Chisholm Longhorns, and it came with from the guys in striped shirts. Tough plays. Chisholm now has to put it behind him and
Jordy
go
Harris, a graduate of Bethany and a former assistant at Edmond Santa Fe. And there's a jump shot by Cooper Westfall for a bucket. 51-39, 5.5 to play. Ellison's doubled out front to Hanson to the basket. Layup good, and he'll get it and one. You know, if you're going to double, that means there's somebody left open, and that somebody was Asen Hanson, who went racing to the basket. And by the time Chisholm picked him up, it was too late. That's the fourth foul now on Somlinski. Already 3 of the period against Chisholm.
Asen Hanson just continues to impress me. Such a strong finisher right there at the bucket.
Has 12 points. He's a 5'10 junior for Jordy Harris. Before taking over at Jones, Harris had been an assistant, as we told you, at Edmond Santa Fe. Westfall and a handoff out front. Cooper has been held to just 2 points tonight. Jones has them a winner, in my opinion, in Jordy Harris. Down the paint, Smith goes up, shot blocked, but a body foul. That's on Creighton Jones. That's his third. From up here, it looked like a pretty clean block.
Been a lot of those in this tournament, too, where you really think they got ball or hand in ball, and whistles have still come out.
It's actually the third on Ellison and just 2 now on Creighton Jones. First free throw by Gage Smith is good. Gage Smith today has 7 points. That's his first here in the second half. Jones will check out. Caleb Campbell comes back in. He's just a 5'9 sophomore. One of their first players off of the bench. They are not a real particularly deep team. Second free throw good for Gage Smith. 54-41. 5 minutes to play here in the boys' third place game for the week capital. Hanson underneath the goal to Ellison, and it's knocked out of his hands on the way up. That's a steal for Somlinski, and a dangerous play with him having 4.
Yeah, certainly not afraid to continue to play defense with those 4 fouls on.
Westfall's 3, no good. Jackson with the follow shot, good from 16. Noah Jackson has a double-figure day, and he's had a big second half. Noah Jackson with 13-12 after the break. Up ahead, it's Gall to the rim. Bounce pass across the paint for Embry. Now to Campbell. Bang, he knocks down a 3, and he got all day long to look at that. It puts the lead back to 14 after they cut it down to 11. 4:19 to play. Smith drives, cut off by Campbell, spins, now works against Ellison. Missed the shot short. Riley with a rebound. Gage Smith ties him up, and the arrow belongs to Jones.
I said earlier it was going to be a war between Smith and Ellison, and it has not disappointed. These two guys lock up pretty good.
57-43. Chisholm comes into the week capital averaging 54, but they're giving up 53. And as Jones brings it to the front court, a foul called against.
That's going to go against Gage Smith, and that was just too physical down the sideline on the bump on Ellison.
That's his 4th personal foul. The next whistle sends Jones to the free throw line. 4 fouls against Chisholm. Jones has just 1 here in the 4th period. Cole Hibbler is standing right near Tom Singh at midcourt. And he is questioning something. Now the 3 officials are going to get together, as you can see there on your screen. And it may have to do with how much time is on the clock. I can't imagine Cole would be talking about that. But whatever it is, they didn't add any time. Yeah, they did. They added 10 seconds. So now 4:19 to play. So that's why he was talking. That's a big difference, 10 seconds. Ellison, the lob pass, top of the circle. Now to Gall, left side, Hanson. Campbell with it to the quarter. Dribbles away for the double team. Reverses to Creighton Jones. Halfway home in the boys' third place game, final period. Hanson with a left-handed dribble, cut off of the slot. Back out front, Creighton Jones. To Gall, underneath to Jones on another screen and roll, and he lays it in. Chisholm has had no answer for the pick and roll.
No, and that was perfectly executed. Creighton Jones sold it like he was going to the corner and just popped right back toward the rim.
Noah Jackson down the paint. They're going to call him for a travel. So he gives it right back, and after Chisholm had cut it to 11, Jones now has scored 5 straight and back in control with 3:41 to play, leading 59-43. Ellison will handle the inbounds pass against the full court man-to-man pressure. Now it's Jones to Hanson. Asen down the paint. Whips it over his head, left quarter. Colton Gall to Ellison for the two-handed slam. Riley now with 9 and the lead back to 18 just after Chisholm had cut it to 11. 7 straight by Jones, and Coach Hibbler wants a timeout. We're back for the final 3:26 after this break. Live for the 56th Annual Wheat Capital at North Enid here on Squirtle.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
$61-43. Appreciate you being with us on this Monday evening here for the 56th Annual Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament. Jones came in as defending boys champions. They were dealt a loss in the opening round. Went through the consolation bracket and have set up won the first game, lost yesterday to Woodward 60-59 despite having a double-digit second half lead. Smith, good hard bounce pass to a cutting Westfall who's fouled. They allowed 60 points yesterday against Woodward, the second most that they had given up this year. They gave up 67 against 3A number 3 Crooked Oak. Second foul against Jones. Westfall's first free throw is up and it's good. Cooper has his fifth point. That last foul, incidentally, against Ace and Hanson was his first.
Jones has certainly got to feel like they shouldn't have lost that game to Woodward yesterday, but you'd never know it the way they came out to play today.
Second free throw, no good from Westfall, so he gets one of two, and then Hamilton with an interception to the other end. To Noah Jackson through the top of the circle, right to left. 2-on-1 as he gets deep to Westfall for the layup. Comes Chisholm, three straight, lead down to 15 again with under 3 to play in the third place game. Hanson, into the front court. Moves left. Now it is Campbell on the wing. Guarded there by Hamilton. Now Campbell slides left. Caleb pivots, falls to the floor, and still was able to shovel it out to Creighton Jones. 2.5 to play. Creighton, Caleb Campbell left side, and a foul that's called against Cooper Westfall. That's his third.
Cooper Westfall really played good defense right there. He was reaching to get across the ball, or get across to the ball. I didn't really see him get into the body much, but got a bad angle right here.
Give Westfall some credit, Matt, because he was in early foul trouble with 2. That's his third foul, and he hadn't picked one up since the first period, and we're less than 2.5 minutes to go here in this ball game. It is the 5th against Chisholm, so 2 free throws for Caleb Campbell, who has 7 points tonight. 5 of those in the second half. First free throw, no good. Rattled in and out.
Now, Cooper's played really well with 2 fouls. I think it's messed with him. It's cost him some minutes. He's been over there on the bench some and really taken away from his productivity, but he did a great job staying clean since that second foul.
It's a nice roll off the iron to hit the free throw, and coming in is Hembry, and going to the bench will be Cohen Gall. 62-46 with 2.5 minutes to play. Title tilts coming up. Kingfisher and Jones next. Boys title tilt, Woodward and Cushing. Down the paint goes a man and a foul. Boy, they are whistle happy of this one. That's against Campbell. That's his third. It's only the third foul, though, with a fourth period against Jones.
A lot of years of experience among this referee crew, and over that time, they have definitely not learned how to not blow those whistles.
Hanson with a steal, ripped it away off the inbounds from Gage Smith. Now the Jones Longhorns are going to slow it down and back it out with 2:10 to play. Right front court, Walker Embry bounces to Cohen Gall. He slides across the midcourt stripe, now gets to the wing, backs it back out front for Hembry. Under 2 minutes to play in the ball game. There's a near steal. Good effort that time by Noah Jackson as he tipped it out of bounds.
Actually, I think they're going to give that ball to Chisholm.
So Jackson knocked it off of Campbell, so it will be Chisholm basketball. Longhorns coming off a good football season, but they are now in the market for a new head coach. Kimes Gilbert, last week or so, announced his resignation. He's going to replace Dale Condit over in 4A heavyweight Wagner. Down the paint. Westfall, he takes the contact and lays it in, and Cooper Westfall will have an and one. Dale Condit leaving. Wagner to go to Muskogee created the opening. Fourth foul against Jones and the second of the ball game against Asen Hansen. Free throw is good by Cooper Westfall, and he quietly has 10, 8 of those in the second half, but well below his point per game average of nearly 17. 1:45 to play. Creighton Jones holds high against the zone of the right quarter. Out front, Cohen Gall with the basketball. He'll drive again. Pitches to Campbell in the left quarter to Hansen. Hansen drives, comes to a jump stop, and travels. Well, you can't come to a jump stop and then take another step.
Yeah, it was a really smooth look on that maneuver to the bucket, but no doubt that one was a walk.
Minute and a half to play. Jones closing in on the boys' third-place championship, 62-49 over Chisholm. Westfall down the paint, and he slips, and that'll be a travel. Cole Hibbler, former Blackwell assistant back in 2020-2021, was named the OBCA Region 2 Assistant Coach of the Year, now in his fourth season here at Chisholm. Loss today was his 54th. He has 36 wins. Good hard bounce pass left side. Hansen to the front court. Has it knocked away. A-man with another turnover. Up ahead to Jackson. Defender goes flying by. That's Gall, and the layup is good. And it's down to 11 again on a timeout with 1:07 to play. 62-51. Let's see if Chisholm has enough time remaining, Matt. We saw him get it to 11 a moment ago, and then Jones promptly stretched it back to 19.
Just no quit in these Longhorns, but as you look down on my run sheet here, you can see that their points have just come in streaks. They haven't really had a period during this game where they have consistently cut into the Jones lead. It's been a minute and a half of really good runs, but then Jones typically able to get a good stop and answer back.
Jones defeated Pond Creek Hunter in the opener, lost yesterday by 1 to the tournament's top seed Woodward. We'll see them in the final game of day number 3. That's a late night tip-off against Cushing. 4A Cushing defeated Chisholm yesterday by 12. Longhorns started the year 0-3 and 1-5. They've, however, won 5 of their last 6 entering play today. The opposite has been said for the Longhorns. We told you earlier they won 4 of their first 5, including a win over Class A number 5 Wright City to win the Latta title. Since then, they are just 1-3. That one win yesterday, or in the first round here last weekend.
Chisholm still no quit in them, but just maybe not enough time on this one. They have that timeout kind of maybe took away a bit from the run, but they have charged back into this.
You know, Matt, we don't have the turnover count, but one of the things that Cole Hibbler said about his team coming into the week, Capital, one of the reasons they're playing better, 5 in one of their last 6, they've limited turnovers. They've averaged right around 12 turnovers per ball game during the last 6. They've had some missed opportunities because of self-inflicted mistakes today.
We watched him yesterday. Mark Rogers hit the nail on the head. He said Chisholm needed to stay under 15 turnovers. They finished with 18, lost the game by about 3 possessions.
Bounce pass left quarter. Hansen down low. Ellefson lay in good. That will probably do it. 13-point game with 36 seconds to play. Jones will go home 6-4 and winners of 2 of 3 here at the 56th annual Week Capital. Gage Smith pump fakes. Now he drives right. Bunny stop. Finger roll layup. Good. Timeout. Might as well use them, Coach Hibbler. You can't take them with you. Already a much better season for the Longhorns. Last year they went 11-14. This year they are 6-6. I point that out because you have to go all the way back to the COVID-shortened year of 2020-2021 to find the last winning season for a Chisholm boys program. They went 11-9. Hibbler had never before this year finished better than 7th in his own tournament. 7th, 7th in his first 3 years. They upset 3A top 20 Alva. Assured themselves of no worse than 4th here in the 2025 event.
If you're looking for good rivalry basketball, that Chisholm Alva matchup very rarely disappoints.
They've already played once at Alva. Goldbugs got after him pretty good up there, and Alva will be visiting here within a couple of weeks, I think, to Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse for the rubber match.
Should be this Friday for Chisholm's homecoming.
Yeah, that qualifies as in the next couple of weeks.
There you go.
Hansen gets the inbounds pass from Campbell, and then Asen throws it away. It was deflected. Smith comes up out there with it. 15 seconds to play. Three-pointer left wing. Pinball's in and out by Cooper Westfall. Rebound to Ellefson. That'll do it. Jones will dribble timeout. Final score, Jones 64, Chisholm 53. The Jones Longhorns finished third at the 56th Annual Wheat Capital Basketball Championship. 64-53 is the final. We're back to put a bow on it right after this here on Squirtle.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Dr. Matt. Hi again, everybody, and welcome back to the final day of the 56th Annual Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament. Todd Miller, Matt Adair, and the Squirtle crew. 6 games down, only the 2 championship tilts remain. You can see them both live and in color right here on Squirtle coming up in the next 10 minutes. Final score, the boys' third-place game. Jones over Chisholm, 64-53. Jones had 17 from Creighton Jones, 12 from Asen Hansen, 11 points from Riley Ellefson. 3 double figures for Chisholm, 15 for Noah Jackson, 14 of those in the second half, 10 each from Westfall and Gage Smith. And foul trouble early, I think, really took Westfall out of a flow offensively, and therefore Chisholm kind of struggled, but give Jones a lot of credit. That's a talented 3A team.
Yeah, I think Westfall only had 2 in the first half, picked up 8 in the second half. Chisholm made a heck of a run in the fourth quarter, Todd. They closed it out 19-16, really trying to cut into Jones's lead, and then Jones able to just kind of pick and choose their moments to attack and cruise to victory.
Don't be surprised if these two teams do battle somewhere down the line of the postseason. Both members of Class 3A. Jones 6-4, winners of third place. Ranked 16th at 3A. Chisholm dips to 6-7. Michael Swisher, Adam DeSahorst coming up next for the call of the Kingfisher girls and the Jones Lady Longhorns for the title of the 56th Annual Girls Wheat Capital Basketball Championship. It's coming up next here on Squirtle.